Alright, upon request, I'm going to do a little tour of the fish room. It's in the basement. And when you come down to the basement, there's a 240 over there and a 185 down there. And across from the 240 and the 185 is a 1,200 gallon aquarium. The 1,200 gallon is a mix of Central and South American cichlids. We have everything in here from Uaru and Psittacum to Patricki to some angelfish there, Severums, 3 different species of Geophagus. There's even a green terror in there. So across the way, on the other side of the family room, if you will, is my wife's 240 with a dozen frontosa in it, and there's some compressiceps in here. There's a gold compressiceps right there, and we have a black compressiceps who likes to hide down there, and we have a cylindricus and an incambe in here. So Lake Tanganyika. The 185 is kind of like a catch-all. Overstock breeding pairs. There's some convicts. There's some HRPs. There's Saboldi, firemouths. There's even an Indinocara latifrons, and we have a male trimac who is in here just to simply get bigger because we've got a female in the fish room. So this is the fish room. It's nothing exciting, nothing extravagant. It's all for breeding purposes and stock. The green line that you see up here is actually a garden hose with valves hooked into it for all the sponge filters. Sorry, we're getting a little light reflection. So every tank has some kind of sponge filter in it, something either that I've made or purchased. So this first bank of tanks, there's 10 tanks here numbered 1 through 10. Bristlenose plecos, panamensis, Nanaluteus, Sahica. There's rainbow cichlids who actually just spawned either last night or this morning early. There's the female trimac. She's probably a good 8 inches. There's a creek chub down there and a male Indinocara latifrons. What are those? Cutteri. Rio Judiapa Cutteri. We got a Rio Choluteca convict in here with a bristlenose pleco. A 30-inch, 2.5 gallon tank for fun. This is the back side of the 185. Sorry, I'm going so fast. I got a lot of kid art back here. The second bank of tanks has 8 tanks, 20 long, 15, 20 long and a 15. That's just kind of how they worked. We got an albino male crib here, so if anybody's got females, I could go for some females. Regular or albino, I don't care. Glass is dirty, it's a fish room, I don't care. We got some tiny fry in here, and we got some a little bit bigger fry in here, and some tiny fry in here. And these are 70-gallon tanks that were from a fish store that went out of business. They're actually like 51 inches long, 19 inches front to back, and like 15 inches tall, at least that part that holds water. So we got a breeding pair of Saboldi down here. There's the male. I got a breeding pair of Aquidens diadema in here in the nice filthy glass. These are Sagatai, Amphilophus Sagatai, and we got about 20 Dovi in here. The wolf cichlid, just growing up for fun. And this is the back side of the 240. So as you can see, you can surf it. The service 240 from in here. We can service the 185 from in here with filters and such and whatnot. Under the racks are power strips, and as you can see labeled, this is the heater for number 2. Number 3 doesn't have a heater because number 3 is empty. Number 7 is plugged in right here. There's number 7. Number 6 is plugged in right here, and so on. You get the idea. So there's another strip down here. And obviously underneath mounted are the lights. So it's a very simple, very user-friendly. You know, you can get into a tank and get into fish without moving a light or heaters or air lines or any of that stuff. So what you hear in the background is the linear pump, which is right here. There's a garden hose coming off of it, goes around back and goes up top. Goes all the way around the room, through here, up through here. Airlines start tapping into it. Actually, right upstairs above is a 125 in the living room that this airline right here goes up and feeds it. So, and then believe it or not, on the other end of the living room, there's a 20 high, and there's an airline going up for that too. So, I mean, why not? So, and then over here, when you first walk in, there's a slop sink. This is something I came up with myself. So the hose comes out straight and not bending and kinking like if it was going to come out of the bottom of the sink. So, and just to have the sink available whenever I want, you know, you can have water come out here, shut it off, and have it come through the hose. So, pretty simple setup, easy to do. To the left of it are some cabinets and some storage and some extra tanks and styros, but this is actually a stand built for a 180. The 180 is eventually going to be for breeding projects of larger species like the dove-eye or anything like that. So, say hi to the Sahika. So that's it. I mean, it's pretty simple. A couple of kid faces here. These are my kids. That's Chakare. Got some pictures from tanks past on some Polaroids there. Got magnet hangers for the nets. I got a bench here in case I need to get up high for anything. In case I need to get high. Haven't done that for 20 years, so don't worry about it. Oh, yeah, and around the corner here we got some 5.5s for when